Singapore-based Broadcom pledging $1.5 billion that it will invest in the United States. This after the government raised national security concerns over its potential takeover of rival chip maker Qualcomm. Joining us now is Congressman Duncan Hunter, Republican from California, also a member of the House Armed Services Committee. Congressman, now you've been an outspoken critic of this deal. They're sweetening it up a little bit here. What's your opposition to it, and is this the move in the right direction?
Sure. Number one, thanks for having me on. And here's what this means. We've been having hearings on the Armed Services Committee on the Chinese takeover of even small companies, of two or three guys in a small garage who have a fantastic new innovative product that would be great for national security. The Chinese are buying them out now too. So let's bring that up times 1,000 with the Broadcom takeover of Qualcomm, which would be disastrous for national security. Qualcomm makes chipsets. Qualcomm is going to make the 5G chips that are going to roll out throughout the entire country. If Broadcom takes them over, it's going to damage national security the same way that in the 1930s, if we would have let the Germans take over our steel industry, we would not have been able to fight them and the Japanese and win in World War II. It's the same thing now. Technology now is the steel of 70 years ago when it comes to national security.
There was a point where Broadcom initially said it would actually move its headquarters, its entire operation to America. Would that be something that could get the deal done?
Still don't trust them. No, that's still, in my opinion, a very short-sighted, myopic viewpoint, because they're still going to have that technology transfer. China steals technology from companies that are purely U.S. owned, purely U.S. located. China still steals that technology. So if China's a major player and they're still located here, that technology transfer is going to happen regardless of where they're at. It'll probably make them easier for them, frankly, if they're located here.
All right, next one for you, Congressman. Want to ask you about North Korea and this major announcement out that they're willing to step up to the negotiating table, even consider denuclearization. A lot of folks are saying, looking at this very skeptically, they think the country has a long track record of buying time. What's your thoughts on this? And if it happens, I mean, certainly this would be the summit of a decade.
Yeah,
the first summit.
It's a great thing. I'd say it would be the summit of decades. But the U.S. has been negotiating with North Korea for like 27 years. They have broken every single promise they've made, every treaty that they've made. So, go into it with that perspective. However, it's a fantastic thing that this is happening. This could be the biggest triumph for national security for the world if you don't have a rogue nation who's going to be shooting off nuclear weapons. That's a positive thing. So let's keep going with this, but we're not going to stop training. We're not going to stop working with the South Koreans and the Japanese and our allies. We're going to keep going, and once this is verifiable, then I would expect the administration and the U.S. to pull back slightly, but that's once it's verifiable.
Do you think this is a result, though, of President Trump's hardline stance with them, not only militarily, but also the recent pressure he's putting on China vis-a-vis the tariff argument?
Yep. Possibly, but I think it's also a result of the North Koreans seeing South Korea during the games and them seeing what life could be like if you free your economy, free your people, and allow the market to work and have allies instead of treating the whole world as an enemy. I think it has to do with that as well.
You know, sir, about 3 years ago, I was in Mobile, Alabama, and the driver who was taking me to my hotel told me that the Chinese bought all the soul food restaurants there. So it just kind of reminds me of what you're saying. They're buying everything. America's for sale.
We'll have CFIUS stop that, too.
And you have to wonder if we're going to sell everything before it's over with. We really appreciate you coming on this morning.
Hey, thank you.